Hello YouTube, today we're working on a 2005 Honda Accord V6. It has the 3-liter VTEC Honda engine. It has 135,902 miles. The customer came to me asking to replace the upper control arm. That's what the dealer told him to replace. He bought and supplied the parts. I'm just going to install them for him. I'll start off by jacking up the vehicle. I am jacking by the engine subframe. There's a bit of metal underneath there. That's the best spot to jack. As always, use a jack stand. I'm going to have the jack on this pinch weld that Honda nicely provides. Let's start by removing the wheel. The nuts are 13/16. Pull the wheel off, just move it aside. I like to set it underneath the vehicle just as extra safety in case the vehicle slips. We're going to start by removing the bolts that hold the ABS sensor on. They're both 10 millimeter. Make sure it's in reverse. Don't want to go tighten it on. There we go. There's 2 bolts, or there's supposed to be. Nope, just one. And then up here's a nut. I like to, the nut can't put back, but the bolts I'm going to put back. And then we're going to move to the other side of the steering knuckle. Now we're going to move the 2 bolts that hold on the brake line. And that one broke, which was a lesson because I probably shouldn't be using air tools on a 10 millimeter. So I'm going to go get a, what do you call it? A socket wrench. Okay, so I'm back with a socket wrench. And again, size 10. There we go. Move the brake line aside, and I'm going to put it back in the hole. So now we're going to move the cotter pin from the upper ball joint. We're going to flatten the cotter pin out, give it a little tap to push it through the hole. Oops. Light taps. I'm going to bend it. And then I hope there's enough that I can take my plier. Not yet. I'm going to do a little bit more tapping to get it through. I'm going to try. I'm going to actually grab it and push it through the hole. So there we go. Let me show you what it looks like. So there you can see it right there. I'm going to take pliers and grab it and hopefully not have my arm in the way. I'll give it a few more knocks. Push it. Sometimes cotter pins can be very difficult. This one's kind of being, or is being. I don't think this has been done since the customer owned the car. Just go and get a hold of it. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to go ahead and pick. Back with the pick. Get it through the hole. Start wedging it out. There we go. Getting it. There, it's done. Don't ever reuse them. There's no point. Because the new control arm, zoom out, which is this right here, comes with a new castle nut and a new clip. So with the cotter pin out, we can take the cast nut out. And I'm just going to leave it there because I'm going to do some hammering. So next we're going to hammer it out. I guess that'd be the best thing. Take a hammer. Yeah, I'm going to have to remove the light so it may get a little dark. So now I'm just going to hammer up on the castle nut. It doesn't matter because we're not using it. Can hammer the knuckle to shock it free. A lot of dirt and rust in this. There we go. Now it's free. I'm going to take the air tool, zip this the rest of the way off. So I got a little bit ahead of myself. When you do this, take the calcium nut all the way off, hammer it, doesn't matter. Because I didn't, it was the ball joint was just spinning. So I took a pick a fork, I've got it wedged. Take the air tool. There's barely a little bit left to go. There, got it. So the next step is to loosen the bolts that hold in the upper control arm. There's this one right here, 14 millimeter, and then there's another one. Can you see it? It's right up in there. It's right up in there. But first, we're actually going to take the studs out to the shock. So the bolts for the stud, you have two 12s and three 14s. It's on reverse now. Removing the top bolts in the strut will give us more room to get the bolt out that holds. That holds the upper control arm in. So now I'm going to pull the strut down. It's going to be a little dark, I apologize. Hopefully I can get it to move. I don't know, I think I moved the camera a bit. Sorry if I did. That should be enough to move it around, I hope. So now I'm going to go in here and loosen these bolts. I'm using a ratcheting wrench. It's going to make the job quite a bit easier. They're not on there too tight, so I'm going to do that to both sides. The threads are kind of long. You don't need to watch me do it. So essentially what I did is I just pulled the shock down really hard, used all my force, And now I can undo this bolt. And I'll show you on the other side. So now here's the bolt, long threads. So now for the other side, let's move the camera. I'll show you how to do it. Let's loosen it. Sorry if my hands are in the way, they're gonna be. You take the ratcheting wrench, you get it on the nut. Bolt really is what it is. Try to, and I know this is the right size. And I believe it's down. It is. And then just ratchet it down. That's all you're gonna do. But it's that simple. Having one of these ratcheting wrenches is really gonna make it a lot easier to get out. So I'm gonna cut, because it's a long, like I said, long thread. You don't need to watch me do it. So now that both bolts are out, all you have to do is shake it a bit and it comes out. So here's the new upper control arm. Here's the old one. You always want to make sure they're close. For the ABS sensor, it's there. They're the exact same thing. And again, the customer bought these and brought them to me. So now let's go ahead and install it. Also, this did come with a cotter pin. So now take your new control arm and you just fit it up in. Take your bolts and you feed it through the holes that they came out of. Of course, you don't want to just randomly put bolts someplace. And move the control arm around until you find the hole. That's too low. Oh, let's move it forward. That might be the issue. Hole right there. And where are you? There you go. There's one. I'm not going to tighten them. I'm just going to set them in. Finger for the hole. You can already tell that it's too high by looking at it. And there. Now I'm just going to ratchet it in. You don't need to see me do that because it's going to be a while. So with the upper control arm bolts tightened, you want to take your steering knuckle and go back, which is not that easy because we're actually going to have to jack up the steering knuckle because it only goes so far. But first, let's go ahead and tighten up the shock bolts. Alright, so remember there's 5 of them. The 2 that go here are different. They have like a wash run that's attached to them. I just like to put them all on by hand first. And then I'll go ahead and tighten them down with the air tool. Then I'll use a breaker bar just to make sure. Put on forward. Swap it out for the 14mm to tighten. Then I'm going to come back with the breaker bar. Want to make sure they're nice and tight. Don't want them coming out on a customer. That wouldn't be fun. Nice and tight. Come back with a 12. So now we're going to jack up the control arm. I have the jack sitting underneath the control arm. And I'm going to jack it up, and then that's going to bring the steering knuckle up. which is going to make it easier to put the bolt in for the upper control. That should be enough. Yep, that's enough. Just going to bring it into alignment. Oops. There we go. I'm going to grab the castle nut that came with it. Take the castle nut, tighten it on, like so. Then I'm going to take the air gun. Carefully. Hopefully this air gun likes to hurt me for some reason. Tighten it on. Then I'm going to go ahead and take the breaker bar and tighten it just to make sure it's, you know, nice and tight. And then I'm also going to line up the holes for the cotter pin. I gotta find the hole first. I can't really see it. It's right there. So then now I'm gonna find the cotter pin. It's in the bag. There it is. So now with the cotter pin, I'm gonna push it through where the hole is. Right there. Gonna grab one side and push it to one side of the bolt. Then I'm gonna grab this side, hopefully I'm not in your way, and bring it underneath the bolt. And then I'm just gonna take the hammer and flatten that out. So I'm happy with the. No, I'm not happy with that. Not. Want it under. There we go. That's where I want it. So that's done. Then we're gonna put everything back together. So with the brake line, going to undo it, and, find the hole, and put it in. I learned my lesson, so I'm going to use the ratchet and not the air tool on this, and tighten it up. And one missing, it's going to be fine. Nothing bad's going to happen. Undo this one. Take the ABS line, and we'll put it right here. Then this one goes here. Just put it in. Then just tighten it up. And then the nut that you saved, because you shouldn't have gotten rid of it, there's a tab here. The tab goes in the hole in the upper control arm. Just tighten that up. It's tight. Feels like there's dirt in there. Let me bring you up a little bit so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Right there. So you didn't get to see that, so I put this one back in. Now I'm putting this one back in. There's dirt in it, so it's a little tight. There we go. Put the dirt out. Alright, all done. So that's how you do an upper control arm. They're on a 2005 Honda Accord. So thanks, YouTube, and if I can do it, you definitely can do it too.